Internet people, and welcome back to another edition of #FridaySews. Thank you as always to Jen from Today and Jen's Sewing Room for being the queen of Friday Sews, and don't forget to check out all the other Friday Sews YouTubers. So it is actually Friday when I am when I am filming this. Usually I film my Friday Sews on Thursdays, but I didn't have time, so I'm filming it today. It's Friday. It is 3:49 and I have wine, and that rhymes. It's 3:49, I have wine, and it rhymes. Whoa, I could not have planned that better. Okay, so let's talk about what I did this week, my upcoming plans, and a little bit of a life update to kick off the weekend. So I didn't get much sewing done this week. I'm still working on my #sewmybirthday dress from 1986, Simplicity 7481. We talked about it last week. We talked about it the week before. We've been talking about it for a while. I am the world's slowest sewer, and I'm happy to say that I'm almost done. I have it here to give you a little sneak peek. Here it is. All I have left is to make the tie belt, to stitch down the facings on the inside, and I actually need to redo the ruffle on the bottom. I didn't read the instructions fully and it's not right. So I need to redo that. I also had a terrible mistake happen, which I'll show you. See if you can guess. Go ahead while I'm finding it. See if you can guess what horrible mistake happened to me. Yep, that's a hole. Let me see if I can get to it from the other side so you can see how much of a hole it really is. There it is. Look at it. It got caught in my serger knife. So I need to figure out a way to fix it, and luckily it's near the bottom, and I was kind of thinking of using the new fancy decorative stitches on my sewing machine to maybe stitch over it in a very whimsical sort of way. So that's that. So I got to fix that, stitch on the facings, make the tie belt, and reattach the ruffle. No problem. It'll be done by August 31st deadline. Yeah, we'll see. So for the ruffle, I attempted the method of using my serger to gather it and then stitch it onto the dress, and I didn't have a lot of luck with it. So my problem with this method is probably something that I'm just like not understanding about it, but when you run it through the serger to gather it, the stitches are so close to the edge, and the seam allowance is 5/8. So normally when you make a gathering stitch, you do it very close to the 5/8 seam allowance, and then another row of stitches 1/4 of an inch away in the seam allowance, you pull it together the classic way. So when you run it through the serger though, the gathering stitches are just very much at the end, just like the very edge of the fabric. And so when I was sewing at the 5/8 mark, it was like so far away from the gathering stitches that it ended up being more like pleats. Does that make sense? And so I feel like I'm missing something about this method. So I'm gonna need to go back, re-look at the tutorials on YouTube, and I have to redo the ruffle anyways. So yeah, I need to figure out how to make the gathers a little bit less pleat-like. I hope that makes sense. So hopefully I'll find some time this weekend to finish it up and have my Sew My Birthday dress. I don't really have any upcoming projects. I'm feeling kind of stuck. The summer is winding down, fall's gonna start. It's kind of a strange transitional time. It doesn't feel quite like I should be sewing anything more summer related, but it doesn't quite feel like I should be starting anything fall related. So I don't really have any plans. On the life front, next week is our 6th wedding anniversary and my husband's birthday, so we have a lot of celebrating coming up here in the next week. So that is all I really have for you today. Really short and sweet. I got to get back to the wine. I got my Sew My Birthday dress to finish, and yeah, lots of celebrating coming up in our future here. So I'm going to be enjoying that, and yeah, I hope you have a really good weekend. I hope you have some fun sewing plans, and thank you so much for watching as always. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.